So, as you can see from what in front of me, I am going to take a 100 question Disney villain quiz challenge. So I did several videos about Disney villains over the last couple of weeks in regards to Halloween. I ranked the different Disney villains. One that's going to come up on Halloween itself is about why certain Disney villains scare me more than others. So I just thought I'd do a general quiz about Disney villains and see how well I did. We'll see how this goes. I haven't looked at the questions. I just double checked to make sure that some of them weren't extremely easy right off the bat. I'm sure some of them will be easy, but we'll see how this goes. And I just love how we'll start with Maleficent and her crow. Warning, I do not know if this pertains to anything outside of the animated movie villains. It probably pertains to some of the live action villains as well. Possibly the live action, it's on the live action remake stuff, but we'll see what happens. I'm not sure. So we'll see how this goes. Begin quiz. Which villain said, "Long live the king"? Evil Queen, Scar, Jafar, Queen of Hearts. Scar. Correct, okay. Where does the Queen of Hearts live? Hearts Crossing. Well, that's kind of that's a possibility, but no. Wonderland, Neverland, the Enchanted Forest. She lives in Wonderland. Okay, that's 2. This is one of Cinderella's stepsisters. What is her name? Well, it's not Penelope, it's not Joanne, it's not Anastasia, because Anastasia is one that's in the pink dress and the one that actually ends up being better later on in the sequels. So this is Drizella. Which villain says, "Off with her head"? Okay, that would have been hilarious if it was Cruella de Vil that did that, but no, that's the Queen of Hearts. Oh, great. Advertisements. Next question. How does Maleficent describe herself? The mistress of all evil, mother of all evil, mistress of the dark, magician of the night. Those all sound just like alternate versions of what they would have come up with for the bootlegged version of Sleeping Beauty. She's the mistress of all evil. What are Maleficent's sidekicks called? Oh, that's not one I know right off the bat. It's not dopes. It's not grumps. Is it goons or minions? I'm going to take a stab in the dark. Oh, 50-50 shot. It's not grumps. It's not dopes. I'm going to go with goons. I have no idea if that's correct or not. Oh, that is correct. Okay. That's helpful. Which kind of throne does the Evil Queen have in Snow White? Butterfly throne, peacock throne, ruby throne, diamond throne. It's a peacock throne, if I remember correctly. And the only reason I remember that is because the other day I was at GameStop and they had a pop vinyl of the Evil Queen sitting on her throne. And you see the throne fanned out in the back. And I believe it was a peacock throne. What is Cinderella's wicked stepmother's name? That is one of the... Oh, God. That image there when it's Lady Tremaine. Lady Trouble. Miss Terrible. Okay, what is the Queen of Hearts' husband's name? I don't think it's clubs, and I don't think it's spades. Was it... Is he just called the King of Hearts? I mean, that's the most logical answer, is that he's called the King of Hearts. Or is he the King of Diamonds? I'm going to go with the more logical answer of King of Hearts, and we'll go from there and see if I was correct or not. Okay, I was correct. Okay, which villain said, "I live for furs. I worship furs. After all, is there a woman in all this wretched world who doesn't?" You know what? I think that was Gaston that said that. Gaston or Jafar. No, that was Cruella de Vil. Which villain said, I'll see him wriggle like a worm on a hook. That's Ursula in regard to Triton. On 11 for 11 so far. This is question 10, so I'm fine so far. How does Ursula die? She gets impaled by Eric's ship. King Triton uses magic to vanquish her. Ariel poisons her. A shark attacks her. You know what? In all honesty, depending on what they do with the new live-action Little Mermaid, which I'm actually really excited to see, if Ariel poisons Ursula, I'm kind of down for that. But I don't know what they're going to do with Ursula in the new movie. I don't even remember who's playing her, in all honesty. But no, she gets impaled by Eric's ship. I had a whole monologue about that in my Little Mermaid review. What is Maleficent's crow's name? Oh, God. I don't think it's Melvin, and I don't think it's Hugo. Dimitri, or is it Diablo? I kind of want to say that it's Diablo, because that sounds about right for what they would have gone with for her. So I'll go with Diablo and find out if I'm right. Oh, I was correct. Okay. Where does Captain Hook live? Mermaid Lagoon, Neverland, Fantasyland, Wonderland. Well, the Mermaid Lagoon is in Neverland, but he lives in Neverland. Okay. How does the Queen of Hearts use her croquette mallet? Oh, what does the Queen of Hearts use as her croquette mallet? Jeez. Okay, a giraffe would have been hilarious to see her use that as a croquet mallet, but no, it's a flamingo. Now I just had the image in my head of the Queen of Hearts using Doflamingo from One Piece as a croquet mallet, and you know what? Somehow I'm okay with it. Which of these does Jafar not turn into? Old prisoner, a snake, a tiger, a genie. He doesn't turn into a tiger. Does not turn into a tiger. Pass the advertisement. Okay. What do the fairies do to Maleficent's crow? Shoot him with an arrow, banish him, turn him into stone, bury him. They turn him into stone, and he seems to be like one of the genuine things in that castle that she actually cares about, because he's the only one that actually seems competent out of all of her goons. So they turn him to stone. Specifically, it is Merryweather, I believe, that turns him to stone, the blue one. What does Maleficent turn into while trying to defeat Prince Philip? Dragon, snake, bear, lion. She turns into a dragon, which is just one of my favorite animation pieces in all of Disney, is her turning into the dragon. Which villain said, well, as far as brains go, I got the lion's share? You know what? That would have been hilarious if Mother Gothel said it, but no, that was Scar. What is left of Maleficent at the end of Sleeping Beauty? Her cloak, cape, her horns, her shoes, her staff. I think it's just her cloak that's left, isn't it? I don't remember off the top of my head. Was it just her cloak? Because I don't think it's her staff that's left. Let's go with cloak and see how I do. Cloak. Okay. Logical answer. Next question. Go away. Which villain says, run away, and never return? That's Jafar. No, that's Scar. You know what? Sometimes, I mean, like, Scar does have some of the best quotable villain lines in a long time. Where does Mother Gothel keep Rapunzel? A dungeon, a tower, a closet. A tower. Tower. Jail cell is also apropos in that regard. What color is Scar's mane? Scar has a black mane. Who does Captain Hook first kidnap? Well, first he kidnaps Tinkerbell. No. He kidnaps Tiger Lily first. Then Tinkerbell. Then Wendy and the Lost Boys. So it was Princess Tiger Lily. Correct. Yay. Go away. Advertisements. What does Mother Gothel promise to get for Rapunzel? Paint made from seashells, magical pie, a glowing lantern, a husband. I don't think a husband would factor into Mother Gothel's plans unless it's a husband for herself, and even then, no, it's paint from seashells. Is what she promises her. Where does Maleficent live? Locked Valleys, Forbidden Valley, Forbidden Mountain. I think it's the Forbidden Mountain is where she lives, because she lives on a castle on a mountain. Lives in a castle on a mountain. What color is Captain Hook's coat? Red. Okay, at least some of these are, somewhat a little bit, Okay. Which is not one of Ursula's minions? Hold on, Rainy wants to come in. Rainy, come on. Hi. Come in here with me. Come up on bed. Come up on the bed. Up. 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 Or not. He's like, I just wanted to come in and make sure that you were still here. Where else am I gonna go? She says as she slides out of frame to close the door. There we go. Which is not one of Ursula's minions. Okay. So, Flopsum and Jepsum are the names of her minions, which... Okay, whatever. So it would be Johnson. Yes, Flopsum, Jepsum, and then Johnson. Ugh. Too many. Which is not one of Cinderella's stepsisters. We went over this earlier. It would be Penelope. Which villain says, skip the drama, stay with Mama? You know what? That would have been hilarious for Lady Tremaine to do, but we never see her sing, but that would be Mother Gothel. What does Ursula call her eel minions? Or boopsies. Which does not sound very affectionate, but okay. What is this cave called in Aladdin? Cave of Goodwill. It's the Cave of Wonders. You know what? I used to know who voiced the Cave of Wonders, but I cannot remember at the moment. Why does Cruella want to steal the Dalmatian puppies? She loves dogs to make a coat to sell for profit, despite Roger and Anita. Well, technically it is despite Roger and Anita, but it's to make a fur coat. Because she has issues that never really get resolved. What is the punishment for not joining Captain Hook's crew for life? Imprisonment, hanging, walk the plank, death by crocodile. Walk the plank. And Wendy's about to do it, and then she technically does, and then, Peter Pan saves her. Why does Mother Gothel kidnap Rapunzel? She thinks Rapunzel's parents are terrible. For her magic voice, for her magic hair. She can't have her own kids. The can't have your own kids is actually kind of proven not true later on in the animated series that they had, which I still need to watch the rest of. For her magic hair is why she kidnaps her. How does the evil queen turn into the old hag? She casts a spell, she drinks a potion. She uses a magic wand, she eats an apple. Well, technically it's casting a spell, but she drinks a potion specifically, which is, again, one of the very interesting transformation sequences in Disney. Where is Jafar imprisoned at the end of Aladdin? In his own lamp, in the sea, in the palace, in a hole. in his own lamp, thrown into possibly what is supposed to be the Cave of Wonders. According to this song, how many eggs did Gaston eat as a lad? Now that I'm grown, I eat 5 dozen eggs. When I was a lad, I ate 4 dozen eggs. I think that's 4 dozen eggs. Okay, yep, 4 dozen eggs. Okay. What color is Maleficent's skin? Blue, purple, white, green. It's white. White. No, her skin is white. She's very, very pale. Oh, no, wrong. Green. Okay. Well, I got one wrong. See how the rest of this goes. I knew I was eventually probably going to get one wrong. What is Peter Pan's nickname for Captain Hook? That is Codfish. Go away, advertisements. What is Jafar's title? The Royal Vizier. Guy who's creepily hitting on a 16, 17-year-old girl. What color is Cruella's car? Cruella's car is red. Wait. Yep, red. Yep, red. Who is this? Iago, Margot, Indy, Percy. That's Iago. I have chatted in one of my games that's nicknamed Iago. Because it was the closest thing that I had that I could nickname Iago that made sense because it's a ferret. Where do Hook and Peter Pan duel the first time? Skull Rock is where they duel for the first time. I just think Skull Rock always looks freaking awesome in the movie. Where does Captain Hook lock up Tinkerbell briefly? In a book, in a jar, and a lantern. Where does Ursula keep Ariel's voice after she takes it? Her necklace. A shoe. Yeah, she keeps the voice in a shoe. Her necklace. What makes the evil queen fall off a cliff and to her death in Snow White? Wind. Who's pushing her? Someone pushes her. Lightning. A boulder. I think it's the lightning that actually makes her fall. And then the boulder, I think, crushes her, if I remember correctly. So it's what makes her fall off the cliff to her death. I want to say it's lightning. Yep, correct. How many eggs does Gaston say he eats as an adult? That's 5 dozen eggs. I went over this already. I apologize for all this moving around so much. Ads keep popping up. What are Gaston's trophies for? Fitness, hunting, eating, drinking. Hunting. What is Gaston's sidekick's name? Le Fou. How big does Gaston say he is, roughly? I just went over this. He's roughly the size of a barge. Which, no, he's not. But, okay, we'll go with that. Which disguised villain is this? That is Jafar. If that was Mother Gothel, that'd be funny. Or Ursula, but no, that's Jafar. It's the old prisoner. Where is Scar's scar? Left eye, I think. Correct. Yay. Which villain says, search for a maiden of 16 with hair of sunshine gold and lips red as the rose? That is Maleficent saying that to her crow, which established earlier, is Diablo, because he's the only competent person that apparently works for her. It's the only competent thing that apparently works for her. No, that's Maleficent. At least that's a slightly more irrelevant, or not irrelevant quote, but a slightly less known quote. What is Captain Hook? How is Captain Hook killed at the end of Peter Pan? Well, the answer is he doesn't die. He gets technically swallowed by the crocodile, and it chases him away after he climbs out of its mouth, so he doesn't die. It's a trick question. How much does Captain Hook... What sound makes Captain Hook extremely nervous? Ticking clock. No, it's a ticking clock, not a motorcycle. Which is not one of Scar's hyenas? Ed, Bonsai, George, Shenzi. George. I want to name a Pokemon Shenzi. I want to, I just haven't yet. How does Mother Gothel originally maintain her looks? Magical flower, a magical book, a magical leaf, a magical cookie. Hey, if a magical cookie will help you retain your looks, sign me up. Magical flower. Why is Captain Hook scared of the crocodile? It's cursed. It ate his friend. It ate his head. It can fly. Okay, I kind of want to see the flying crocodile. We're all dead. The crocodiles have learned how to fly. We're all dead. It ate his friend. It ate his hand because Peter Pan chopped it off and fed it to him. It's like, technically Peter Pan is the one of the wrong there. What event defeats Maleficent? What eventually defeats Maleficent? Fire, a curse, a sword, a snake bite, a sword, straight to the chest. Again. Which movie is she in? Well, you've already said, I think, that she's from Cinderella already, so if someone's not paying attention. Which Disney villain says, sentence first, verdict afterwards? That's the Queen of Hearts at the trial. What is the name of Scar's song? That's Be Prepared, because I actually had to reference that to my niece and nephew the other day. Be cautious. Yes, be cautious. What is the name of Ursula's song? Poor unfortunate souls. I got in a conversation with my niece and nephew the other day about Disney songs. What is the name of Captain Hook's ship? The Jolly Rancher. It's the Jolly Roger, which is just kind of redundant. Redundant statement. Redundant. What color is Cinderella's wicked stepmother's ring? Ring. Did I miss her wearing a ring? Can I go back and look at the picture? Oh no, they didn't show her hand in the picture. Never mind. This one's a shot in the dark, but I'm going to go with, I don't know, green? Okay, that was a shot in the dark, but we'll take it. Which is not one of the things Ursula steals from King Triton? Ring, trident, crown. Ring. What is Scar's brother's name? Mufasa. Who kills Mufasa? It's a good thing these questions weren't in reverse, or see previous question for answer. Who kills Mufasa? Scar. Technically, he's trampled by hyena, or trampled by wildebeest, but it is Scar's fault. Cinderella's wicked stepmother's cat is named Lucifer. Which hand is Hook missing? I'm trying to remember when he's playing the piano. I think it's his right hand that he's missing. Wait, no, hold on. I'm like trying to remember scenes in my head from the movie when we see him doing things. No, I think it's his left hand. Okay, yep, left hand. Okay, we're good. Which villain sings, "If you want to cross the bridge, my sweet, you've got to pay the toll"? Oh, that's Ursula. That's part of Poor Unfortunate Souls. What color does Jafar turn when he becomes a genie? He turns red. Which villain says, "All ways here are my ways"? Always here are my ways. Oh, that would be the Queen of Hearts. Who stabs Maleficent? Well, it's Prince Philip with the help of the fairies, but it's Prince Philip. Which famous English voice actor voices Scar? Okay. Okay, if that had been Sean Connery voicing Scar, that would have been pretty cool. But no, it's Jeremy Irons that voices Scar. It's Jeremy Irons that voices Scar. Who steals the lamp back from Scar? Sorry, Jafar. Abu is the one that steals it back from him when they're getting out of the cave. So it'd be Abu. Little thief that he is. Who says, "You want me to be the bad guy? Fine. Now I'm the bad guy." That's Mother Gothel. Admittedly, you are the bad guy for the entire movie. But now, blatant. At which age is Maleficent's curse on Aurora supposed to take place? She'll prick her finger on the spindle of a spinning wheel on her 16th birthday. So, 16. Who is Captain Hook's sidekick? Mr. Smee. I love Smee. He's awesome. He's great. You could do so much better. Who is the Queen's announcer? That's the White Rabbit. I'm late for a very important date. This is one of Jafar's minions. What's his name? Oh, God. Gandhi, Ganzelf, Gazim. I think it's Gazim. He's there for one scene, and then he dies, swallowed by the Cave of Wonders. What does Jafar use to control the Sultan? A spell. Force. Hypnosis. Bribery. Hypnosis. Hypnosis via snake staff. These gals love Gaston. What are they called? They are called the Bimbettes. Scar is Simba's uncle. His brother, we wouldn't be having that issue of a conversation. How many sons does Gaston want? 6 or 7. Dogs? No. Strapping young boys like me. Lovely. What is the name of Gaston's song? Trophy wife. This is why I'm hot. Okay, now I want to see Gaston sing Trophy Wife, and this is why I'm hot. No, I want that. Can we just have a Howard Ashman come back from the dead and team up with Alan Menken again and write these songs? Please. No, it's called Gaston. Which Disney villain did not fall, then eventually die? Scar eventually falls and dies. Gaston eventually falls and dies. Maleficent. Well, she gets stabbed, but it'd be the Queen of Hearts because she never actually dies in the movie or anything. So it'd be the Queen of Hearts because she never actually dies. She just chases Alice out of the fever dream that is Wonderland, and then we never see her again. Which animal head is on the top of Jafar's staff? Cobra. What is Scar's goal? To become king, to become rich, to free the hyenas, to marry Nala. Kind of glad it's not to marry Nala. To become king. I think lions really care about money. What is Scar's turf called? Scar's lair. Be the elephant graveyard. Which, is it really his turf? I mean, like, Mufasa doesn't know that he's there. And then, I don't know. Which villain says, the world is dark and selfish and cruel. If it finds even the tiniest bit of sunlight, it destroys it. Oh, that's Mother Gothel. It's not Ursula, it's not Scar, it's not Cruella. It's Mother Gothel says that. That's either part of her song, or that's either part of the song of Mother Knows Best, or it's yeah, it's either part of Mother Knows Best, or it's part of like the little prequel part of the monologue, or like the other part of the monologue, the second half after the song is done. I don't remember exactly which one, but it's in that area. What kind of magical powers does Cinderella's stepmother have? Telepathy, omnipresence, fire manipulation. None, she's just mean. Yeah, none, she's just mean. What does Gaston sing his theme song? Where does Gaston sing his theme song in Beauty and the Beast? The tavern, the library, the Beast Castle, Belle's house. Okay, if he'd been singing in the library, maybe we could give him a tiny bit more credit. But no, it's in the tavern. We're going to stage this musical number for Gaston, who's all about buff and physique and hunting trophies, in the library. You know what? Maybe that would have been a way to try to impress Belle. How can Gaston impress Belle? Memorize the Dewey Decimal System. Not that it existed yet at that point in time. Which villain is described as a fat, pompous, bad-tempered old tyrant? Okay, that's not one that I know right off the top of my head. It's not Scar. It's not Ursula. It's not the Evil Queen. So by default, it's the Queen of Hearts. We're almost there. Which villain says, it's not right for a woman to read. Soon she starts getting ideas and thinking. You know what? At least to Mother Gothel's credit, she at least has books for Rapunzel to read. At least to her credit there. She's still a horrible, horrible human being, but she at least gives Rapunzel books to read and clearly taught her how to read. That's at least something on her part. And Ursula doesn't ever diminish Ariel's, like, you know, education or whatever form of education Ariel's getting in, you know, the Kingdom of Atlantis. And Scar is a lion, and lions don't read, so neither does Simba. So it'd be Gaston. Almost done. What is Ursula? This is Ursula as a human. What is her name? God, I hate having dyslexia. She is Vanessa. I actually have a cousin named Vanessa who is very nice and not an evil queen octopus thingy in disguise, evil witch in disguise. At least, not that I know of. No. Which villain is this quote about? If she doesn't scare you, no evil thing will. That is Cruella de Vil. In the song Cruella de Vil, written by, you know, the guy whose puppy she stole. Who is Cruella's sidekicks? Who are Cruella's sidekicks in 101 Dalmatian? Horace and Jasper. One left. Last one. What does Gaston want to be with... What does Gaston want to do with Belle? Steal from her, marry her, kill her, read her books. Read her books. Yes, Gaston wants to read all of Belle's books. No, he wants to marry her. So my final score was 99%. Cool. I got the one wrong. That was what color is Maleficent's skin, which, you know, in all honesty, I don't know. I guess that's something that I was just like, I wasn't picturing Maleficent's skin color all that much. I put white, it's green, but yeah, that's what we have. So I did rather well on that. I did much better on that than I was anticipating. If they thrown in some stuff about like some of the live action villains, like I don't actually know that much about like Barbossa or Davy Jones from Pirates of the Caribbean. I've seen them, but I've just not as many times as I've seen the other movies. But yeah, maybe at some point I need to do a Once Upon a Time quiz, but this is what I did. So I'm happy with those results. I got 99%. Yay. So I thank you for watching. If you know, I will leave the link in the description, if you want to try it yourself. Admittedly, I just basically told you all the answers. But yeah, I'll leave the link in the description if you want to see if someone else is really good at this or not. So I thank you for watching, and I hope you have a nice rest of your day, and I hope you have a happy Halloween. Bye!